In the annals of time, the hearts of people have been drawn to enigmas, truths concealed in the everyday, yearning to be discovered. Imagine if the keys to life's most profound inquiries were woven into symbols from ages long past. In the year 90 AD, on a lonely isle known as Patmos, an elder apostle named John was graced with a vision so striking it would alter the very fabric of existence. The Book of Revelation, a mysterious work brimming with haunting imagery. Creatures with 7 heads, deceivers cloaked in falsehood, and a mark that holds the power to sway the world. Not only is this an ancient tale, but it also guides us today. Could an ancient prophecy predict the rise of global powers, the pursuit of a unified world order, and even today's events? Does the enemy's plan for chaos and manipulation seem closer than we think? This has what effects on you? This video will explore the beast, the false prophet, and the final battle between righteousness and evil. Stay with us because learning from the past can help us prepare for the future. Humanity has always been captivated by existence. At the dawn of civilization, humans gazed up at the vast expanse of the heavens, curious about the mysteries beyond their grasp. What's our purpose? How will the future unfold? These are deep questions that affect everyone. Prophecy has fascinated those seeking to understand the world for centuries. It gives us a roadmap through our journey's unknowns. Few prophecies are as profound and timeless as the Book of Revelation in the sacred scriptures. This passage, written by the Apostle John, tells a deep story about humanity's fate and inspires and challenges readers even today. Imagine traveling to Patmos, where John received a divine revelation. Our Lord lived in 90 AD when the Roman Empire was at its strongest. However, beneath its beauty was corruption, oppression, and spiritual darkness. Faithful believers were forced to worship Caesar or face dire consequences during a time of great trial. John's vision in this sacred narrative transcends his time and has a profound impact on all who seek its wisdom. Hope shines through despair in this story. However, it warns of the dangers of a world increasingly influenced by forces that oppose truth and virtue. The vivid imagery of the violation captivates and unnerves. Grand cosmic struggles, celestial beings, and allegorical creatures represent the forces and systems shaping history. These symbols are intentional and meaningful. 7 churches, seals, trumpets, and bowls are represented in the story. This number represents wholeness and heavenly perfection, reminding us that the Creator designed everything. The ongoing theme of judgment emphasizes human responsibility to a holy and just Creator. These elements shed light on profound truths that humans are incapable of comprehending. The timeless relevance of Revelation renders it captivating. Like nearly 2 millennia ago, its words resonate today. Watch as technology advances, global entities emerge, and nations unite. The blessings of these events cannot be ignored, but they also invite us to ask deep questions. Are we headed for a world where dominance trumps liberty? Where lies hidden truth? It sheds light on the spiritual forces that propel these trends. We are invited to look deeper, to discover the profound truths that shape our lives. Lives has 2 other important functions. It warns humanity to avoid dangerous paths that lead to ruin. Those who trust God's promises find comfort and security. The Book of Revelation reassures us that God rules all creation in times of doubt. Rest assured that the divine purpose will prevail, despite chaos. In a time of anxiety, this message is crucial. Revelation gives the Spirit hope and assurance in a chaotic world. Understanding prophecy requires more than just intellectual curiosity. It takes humility, and a desire to understand beyond our limitations. Revelation was not written by John for academic curiosity. He designed it to inspire faith, uplift believers in times of trial, and prepare them for the journey ahead. Explore its sacred words and embark on a journey of revelation that calls us to reflect on our lives, align our priorities with timeless wisdom, and embrace a meaningful life. Real life. Mystery is to be welcomed, not feared. Prophetic writings, especially Revelation, urge us to face this mystery with courage and hope. It calls us to focus on the eternal rather than the transient. Listeners, hear the message. The promised land is worth the journey, despite the challenges. As we navigate the intricate tapestry of our modern lives, Revelation illuminates our path to hope and salvation. In 9 Salvation, the Apostle John was exiled to Patmos, a barren and rugged island far from the Roman Empire's bustling cities. He had a deep, clear vision in this secluded place that would change history and how humanity sees the future. This vision from Revelation is a timeless prophecy that resonates with us today. Imagine today. He saw his fellow apostles' horrific deaths, Christians' unyielding persecution under Roman rule, and pagan worship across the vast empire. John remained faithful to Christ despite hardships. During deep prayer, a thunderous voice told him to record the visions. John entered a magical realm where time and eternity intertwined in a divine tapestry as the skies parted. John saw parting and terrifying things. He beheld the Almighty's throne, surrounded by angels and heavenly creatures, shining beyond words. This sacred seat unleashed a series of stunning visions. These vivid visions depict scrolls with 7 seals, trumpets calling for judgment, bowls being poured out on the earth, and epic cosmic battles between good and evil. The beast was the most notable element. John's vision revealed a terrifying creature with 7 heads and 10 horns, captivating everyone's attention. Its ominous visage symbolized earthly dominion and moral decay. The 10 horns symbolized the alliances and kingdoms under its dominion, while each head represented political, economic, and spiritual power. This was no ordinary creature. It was a powerful force destined to rule the world, enlisting all and punishing the defiant. But why does defiant? How does a nearly 2 millennia old vision affect us today? John's themes resonate with our times and are striking. Consider. The Roman Empire, known for its beauty and cruelty, represents the pinnacle of human achievement. At the Colosseum, brave gladiators fought fiercely and faithful fiercely, enduring their trials for the crowd to see. Oppression, greed, and idolatry underpinned its grandeur. Have you ever encountered such a situation? Today, authorities seek control, markets prioritize profit over humanity, and beliefs promote self-adulation over higher truths. John's vision serves as a warning that prompts us to take action. It draws us deeper to reveal profound spiritual truths. Beyond history or future tyranny, the beast represents any system or belief that seeks to replace the divine with a false substitute. The pursuit of wealth, dominion, and deception is woven into life. Beastliness is ever present in our times. The United Nations was established in 1945, following World War II, with its charter pledging to uphold peace, foster cooperation, and weave a tapestry of world unity. These principles seem beneficial at first. They appear darker through prophecy. Does this global establishment lead to the unified dominion promised in Revelation? Could a new world order foreshadow the beast? Despite its stirring nature, is the beast a threat? Tensions are meant to inspire reflection, not hopelessness. Prophetic words prepare us for the journey ahead, not frighten us. We can navigate our world with clarity by recognizing the signs of the times. We have the strength to resist worldly temptations and stick to the truth. John gazed upon Patmos truth, unaware that his vision would touch many hearts throughout history. Thus, we struggle with the same issues, seeking purpose in the chaos of life. He encourages us to see history as intentional, leading us to a meaningful conclusion. Though the beast rises, its rule will end. For behind every shadow, the eternal kingdom's radiant light illuminates all with unmatched brilliance. The book of Revel brilliance is filled with mystery and terror. Rich and complex, the depiction evokes imagination and deep thought. The beast's 7 heads and 10 horns frighten and amaze. What is the deeper meaning of the symbolism? Why is this description given? To understand the beast, we must examine its origins, significance, and role in the final narrative. The beast's 7 historical kingdoms and empires play a significant role in the narrative. These powerful kingdoms shape the world with their own vision. The grand narrative of human civilization, from ancient empires like Babylon and Rome to modern governance, is told in each head. The beast embodies all these powerful forces. From creation, humanity has experienced pride, deceit, and oppression. 10 horns symbolize oppression. They symbolize powerful people who follow the beast. Despite their differences, the horns work together for the beast. See how the 7 heads and 10 horns depict a united world under one symbol. In addition to politics, this system is deeply spiritual. The beast is more than a world ruler. He represents Satan's dark influence on humanity. Being able to deceive makes humanity terrifying. It emerges from the sea, bringing chaos and disorder, quickly taking power. The world is astonished when the beast miraculously heals from a terrible wound. This amazing recovery is part of a larger story meant to touch people. As the story progresses, the crowd marvels at the beast's immeasurable strength and begins to revere it. This worship goes beyond superficial expression. It defies God's authority. By submitting to the beast, humanity joins darkness. Beast. Power transcends political darkness. It controls trade and commerce, shaping daily life. Revelation states that only those with the mark of the beast, 666, can buy or sell. This powerful symbol symbolizes complete submission to the beast's system. Neglecting the mark will result in economic isolation and relentless persecution. The mark becomes a symbol of beast loyalty for those who accept it. Their fate is determined by this choice. Why does the beast desire such a choice? The answer lies in his grand plan, to establish an Antichrist-ruled realm. This governance seeks power over the people, not harmony. The beast tries to extinguish freedom, individuality, and faith in God. It uses fear and cunning to create a community where compliance and opposition are silenced. Amidst enormous turmoil, the beast rises, bringing oppression and suffering to the land. Many are enticed by its false promises of prosperity and security. The beast emerges from a state of grand insecurity. The narrative unfolds on a grand scale. Throughout history, mighty empires and captivating leaders have risen. These powerful figures have sought dominance and control over their realms, from ancient Egyptian monarchs to modern rulers. This story culminates in the beast, the enemy's last attempt to seize God's dominion. The beast's defiance of the divine decree is of the most profound nature. Despite its power, the beast's decree is weak. According to Revelation, its dominion will come to an end. Since it's based on lies and deception, the beast will die. Only darkness whispers sustain its fleeting power. Jesus' return will destroy the beast and its dominion. Those who resist its allure find hope in this promise. It shows that the beast's power is temporary. To survive the final days, one must temporarily embrace the beast. The beast. It will challenge our faith, forcing us to choose between God and earthly authority. The beast's cunning will exploit our desire for comfort and safety. However, we must watch for its signs. By studying prophecy and sticking to truth, we can avoid snares. The beast serves as more than just a symbol. It serves as a warning against the dangers of relying on human constructs while rejecting God. This story prompts us to examine our priorities and align our lives with timeless truths. Will we succumb to power and wealth, or stick to our principles? Our choice shapes our role in time's grand narrative. The enemy weaves a vast tapestry of narratives, abolishing an Antichrist-led global empire. This meticulously planned plan opposes the divine realm and deceives humanity. To understand this, we must explore Revelation's rich symbolism and profound meanings. The enemy seeks dominion over nations, beliefs, and souls, not just power. Revelation depicts a massive battle between the divine and the de-power. One side offers truth, righteousness, and eternal life. Conversely, deceit, moral decay, and ruin exist. The beast is central to this epic struggle in Revelation. Despite its earthly power, it is deeply involved in the fight against spiritual defiance. 7 heads and 10 horns of the beast symbolize the powerful political and spiritual forces that will rise in the end. The dark hand shapes and strengthens these systems. Cunning and deception characterize the enemy's systems. He doesn't shout his defiance of God. He wields power through deception. He seduces souls with tales of abundance and pride, tempting them away from the divine. Throughout history, this strategy has unfolded. Grand empires have arisen and vanished, promising peace and unity for all. Oppression, greed, and moral decline lurk beneath their beauty. The Colosseum symbolizes the Roman Empire's power. It offered strength and stability, but required forsaking faith and bowing to oppression. We see familiar themes today. The UN Charter was established in 1915, marking a significant advancement towards global governance. The goal of peace, cooperation, and human uplift is admirable, but prophecy calls it into question. Could this be the sign of Revelation's powerful system? A noble pursuit of togetherness could become darker and more troubling over time. These inquiries are meant to provoke thought, not fear. Prophets invite us to look beyond appearances and discover the deep forces that shape us. In the grand story of faith, the Antichrist is a symbol, rebellion against God. An intriguing figure will emerge in the story, claiming to be the key to solving humanity's deepest problems. He'll promise peace, security, and prosperity. He will draw crowds convinced he is the deliverer they have waited for. His promises will be empty. The kindness hides a fierce desire to conquer and bind. He will seek unwavering loyalty, and those who disappoint will suffer. We meet the false prophet, the second beast in Revelation, who will help the Antichrist in this important task. Together, they will create a governance system that will be remembered as a marvel. He will deceive many with miraculous signs and wonders. He will perform miracles that make many think the Antichrist is from heaven. These miracles will deceive humanity rather than be real acts of God. The beast's mark, 666, will be revealed in the final act of this enormous deception. All transactions governing all aspects of life require this sign. Those who refuse the mark will be exiled and denied basic needs. Despite Satan's vast plan, we must remember that he needs control. The Lord rules everything. The enemy's plans are limited and fleeting, despite their appearance. Each step he takes tells a grand story that will bring him down. The promise of triumph shines brightly in shadows and uncertainty, reminding us that the divine plan unfolds with certainty. The light will defeat the darkness. As we contemplate these profound truths, we have a choice. Trust the world's fleeting promises or the sacred scripture's eternal truths. Indifference and unawareness enable the enemy's schemes. We may fall prey to deception if we ignore warning signs. If we keep our eyes open, study the sacred texts, pray earnestly, and walk in righteousness, we can overcome the darkness around us. Remember the gravity of our journey. The rise of a villain will challenge humanity as we know it in these times. Let us hold on to the hope that shines before us. Prophecy is from God to prepare us for what's coming, not to scare us. Understanding the enemy's plans helps us resist his deceptions and stand firm in our beliefs. Though the battle is fierce, the outcome is foretold. God's reign will triumph and shine worldwide. The signing of the UN Charter in 1945 changed nations and worlds for peace. It was a gathering full of hope, ambition, and a strong desire to end global conflict. In a historic moment, world leaders met in San Francisco to promote harmony and cooperation. The wise minds created a charter to guide nations together. It emphasized human dignity, economic growth, and unity for the common good. In the grand tapestry of existence, humanity seemed to be on a remarkable journey toward togetherness. However, beneath this grand exterior lies a profound significance related to the ancient prophecies of Revelation. Revelation depicts a world ruled by the beast. This figure is Revelation. The earthly dominion defies the will of God. The UN is not evil, but its framework and mission unsettlingly echo the prophetic foresight of global governance. Imagine a group of nations working together to create global policies. This seems promising at first. As the story progresses, more questions arise. What happens when individual liberties are sacrificed for global peace? What happens when disagreeable voices are silenced for harmony? The rise of global institutions like the UN shows humanity's disharmony. The UN provides stability and governance in a chaotic world. It also reflects ancient warnings about the beast's power. Revelation shows the beast using political and spiritual deception to gain power. Contemporary global systems often prioritize efficiency over morality, favoring centralization and ignoring diversity, like ancient tales. Consider how international trade, climate, and technology agreements create a web of dependencies that bind nations together. These agreements may seem reasonable, but they subtly undermine national sovereignty. History may create a new world order without a higher power. This path prompts deep reflections on freedom and autonomy. We have seen how concentrated power can corrupt throughout history. Great leaders have emerged, claiming unity and progress, but their reigns often resemble tyranny. Could this happen worldwide? In Revelation, a solemn warning describes a future where the beast commands obedience through fear and force. Disobedient people may be expelled or punished. This haunting tale reflects modern times. These days, governments and corporations watch over the people through laws, technology, and social norms. Privacy is eroding, and personal choice is becoming more constrained. Is this a coincidence or part of an ancient prophecy? The allure of global leadership is its promise to address humanitarian prophecy. Challenges. We must work together to address poverty, inequality, and environmental issues. However, these good intentions may conceal darker motives. In Revelation, the false prophet uses miracles and eloquence to deceive the unwary. Beliefs and stories still shape people's minds and hearts. Different media, educational institutions, and social figures share narratives that serve specific purposes. The narratives around us shape people, making them accept some truths and reject others. Mindless crowd following has replaced critical thinking. This quiet influence prepares for the beast's final rule. This prophecy is compelling because it resonates with current events. I rule. Extraordinary time. We are bound in ways never before imagined. This era of wonder has united our vast world, enabling instantaneous word travel and open access to knowledge for everyone. Social media platforms connect billions of people worldwide in a global tapestry. A vast network of connections links nations, allowing precious goods to travel easily. These advances reveal humanity's desire for unity and our flaws. Relying on interconnected systems creates fragility. One thread unraveling can cause major upheaval elsewhere. Powerful leaders often rise during times of great upheaval, offering hope and resolution in exchange for unwavering loyalty. We must navigate these events with wisdom and insight, demonstrating faithful loyalty. Prophecy encourages awareness, not fear. We must be vigilant as global institutions like the UN emerge. Do we sacrifice too much for safety? Are we sacrificing eternal truths for temporary ease? These questions make us consider what matters most. In times of uncertainty, we must trust in the divine plan and follow a higher power. The Beast and the New World Order story ends as a warning and call. Reliant power. Human constructs are warned against. It calls us to live the sacred truth. Let us remember that the Almighty is always in charge as the story progresses. His purpose will prevail despite world turmoil. We can bravely and wisely navigate these stormy days by sticking to our beliefs. We must decide, will we follow the world or the divine kingdom? Which journey will you take? The false prophet is one of Revelation's most unsettling characters. This Sekoteke, it rises not through might, but through subtlety, weaving a tapestry of deception that enchants humans. Beyond helping the first beast, the false prophet seeks to deceive the world and make them worship it. This character uses wonders, charm, and dread to deceive souls. Knowing the false prophet's ways reveals his devious plans to undermine the divine realm and enslave humanity. The false prophet performs amazing signs and wonders in Revelation 13. The false prophet performs unsettling feats of strength designed to captivate viewers. Imagine flames cascading from the heavens, captivating the crowd and impressing even the most skeptical. These are tricks, not signs of captivating influence. They mimic divine acts to skeptics and undermine sacred trust. Miracles by the false prophet are meant to convince people that the beast is divine, worshipable, and Earth's supreme ruler. This is the essence of deception. It hides in truth, weaving a tapestry so intricate that the unsuspecting find it difficult to distinguish the real from the fake. The false prophet goes beyond miracles. This figure reveals the mark of the beastfake.shape permeates everything. Lo, the 666 mark is required for all sales. At first glance, this seems like a beneficial way to boost trade or protect valuables. However, its true purpose is unknown. The mark symbolizes loyalty to the beast and rejection of God. It is a spiritual decision, not just a physical mark. Souls choose secrecy and eternal damnation by accepting the mark. However, deviating from the path is costly. Those who resist may face poverty, isolation, and death. Their refusal shows their faith and declares that they are children of God, separate from the world. The false prophecy's cunning ability to manipulate human heartfelt longings makes it a remarkable phenomenon. Many crave safety, abundance, and community. In a time of yearning hearts, the false prophet weaves tales of false promises that promise peace and prosperity in exchange for the faithful's allegiance to the beast. Its heartwarming tale convinces people that the beast's rule is the only way to survive. This journey explores our deepest fears: lack, disorder, and abandonment. This subtle manipulation disguises itself as logic and compassion, drawing attention with its apparent goodness. However, kindness conceals a complex web of dominion that binds humanity. The false prophet influences personal choices and community fabric. It creates a humanity where the prophet is false and dissenters are punished. In our time, governments, institutions, and even religious systems may promote the beast's agenda. Truth is overshadowed, genuine conversation fades, and unity trumps individuality. In this world, telling the truth takes courage. It symbolizes overcoming opposition, suffering mockery, and persevering with faith. Time shows that those who persevere often inspire others to do the same. Their steadfastness illuminates the shadows that threaten us. Understanding the deceiver's tactics is crucial for the final days. Deception thrives in those who are unprepared or afraid to look deeper. Thus, the faithful must be vigilant, wise, and rooted in the Lord's teachings. We learn about our age's messages from sacred scriptures. It warns against being misled by appearances or amazed by wonders. We must measure everything by the unchanging truth in sacred texts. We prepare our hearts and minds to resist the false prophet's temptations. In the grand tapestry of narratives, the false prophet is more than false prophecy. It explores choice. Each person must choose between serving God or the beast. This decision has eternal consequences. A divine promise of eternal life, profound peace, and eternal fulfillment stands in contrast to the false prophet's promise of momentary pleasures and a false sense of safety. See the striking difference. One path leads to captivity, the other to freedom. One promises little, the other yields much. Learning to distinguish and make careful decisions is a journey. Little. Consider the false prophet. Remember that deception is not limited to the future. The journey is happening worldwide. Deceptive teachings, misguided beliefs, and imitation gospels thrive to deceive souls. The solution to falsehood in life is a deep and lasting relationship with the divine. We become less susceptible to deception as we grow closer to Him. Our foundation is His love, secured by His promises, and strengthened to endure trials. The false prophet's reign will end quickly. The grand narrative shows that the Almighty vitriolates the wicked and honors the righteous. Until then, we must remain vigilant, fight lies, and speak the truth with conviction. The reward for those who follow this path is immeasurable, a place in the eternal kingdom of the Almighty, free from the deceiver and beast. Faithful people value prophecy, not just a series of mysterious signs or foreboding messages. Beast is a sacred instrument meant to strengthen belief, illuminate the path, and comfort in doubt. The Antichrist and beast signs call us to spiritual watchfulness and readiness, not fear. They remind us that we live in a world of lies and that seeking truth is noble and requires effort. Understanding these prophecies helps people distinguish between the fleeting and the eternal, between worldly ways and divine truths. Imagine yourself at a crossroads where each path is tempting but carries risks. Prophecy alum truths. He way. It reveals the enemy's traps and illuminates the safe path to divine promises. Those who contemplate and comprehend these insights are better prepared to navigate life. They discover the false prophet's deception and the beast's allure. These lessons apply to our daily lives. Consider how modern life often mirrors Revelation. In this amazing time, technology and globalization are weaving our world together like never before. However, these connections have created vulnerability. The rise of digital currencies, surveillance systems, and centralized information control evokes ancient prophecies of a world where conformity is encouraged and required. The mark of the beast, 666, symbolizes the sacrifice of personal liberty and ethical values for convenience and survival. Firm believers may face scorn, isolation, or suffering. However, prophecy comforts us, reminding us of the importance of these sacrifices. Even in difficult times, steadfast devotion to the Almighty will be rewarded. Prophecy fosters unity among the faithful beyond individual readiness. Souls who study and counteract divine truths form a fellowship with a common mission and hope. This unity shows the world that faith is a shared pilgrimage. In a world divided, such unity shines as a sign of the divine's transformative power. It reminds us that we are part of a sacred narrative that transcends our lives. Additionally, prophecy helps us understand current events. Revelation's visions are echoed in nations' lives, rising tides, economic uncertainty, and value erosion. Despite empires rising and falling, bonds formed and broken, and beliefs clashing, the Almighty reigns. Prophecy restores hope that a higher plan is unfolding in the world's chaos. Every event, no matter how small, contributes to God's magnificent tapestry. This perspective turns anxiety into confidence and pessimism into optimism. Prophecy inspires action, not just information. It requires faithful people to live with integrity, optimism, and courage. In a world of deception and trials, the faithful are called to shine brightly and preserve goodness, embodying hope and truth. They must preach redemption, comfort the weary, and stand firm in the face of adversity. Prophecy reminds us that our actions affect our present and eternal lives. Every act of kindness, word of encouragement, and moment of perseverance contributes to divine purpose. Finally, prophecy leads us to the greatest hope, Jesus Christ's glorious return. The book of Revelation has a glorious vision of restoration and renewal after harrowing scenes. A promise of a new heaven and earth without pain, suffering, or death appears in creation's grand tapestry. Hope sustains the faithful through hardships, reassuring them of their purpose. It encourages them to persevere, knowing better is ahead. Consider your response to these prophecies. Are you passively watching the news or actively preparing for the ahead? Do you base your decisions on fear or God's promises? The answers to these questions will shape your journey and destiny. Prophecy urges you to follow your faith, seek wisdom, and trust in God's love. It calls you to walk with purpose, knowing that each step brings you closer to His magnificent design. The enigmas of prophecy, the rich symbolism of Revelation, and the deep implications for humanity make me design and challenge as I reflect on this video. These timeless writings have immense relevance for our time. They remind us that life is full of visible and hidden influences. Revelation depicts the beast, the false prophet, and global systems in vivid detail. These images resonate today as we witness remarkable changes that lead to the false centralized authority and technological dominance. Reflecting on how these prophecies may shape our world makes one feel urgent. This journey has underscored the importance of discernment. In a time when lies can be charming or easy, we must be urgent and vigilant in the pursuit of truth. Despite fear, hope shines. the belief that there is light in every darkness and that divine purpose will triumph over turmoil. This delicate balance of caution and hope gives prophecy its strength. It calls us to awaken while encouraging us to stay strong. The message is simple and important, so listen carefully. Consider your choices, follow the signs, and consider social values. Prophecy empowers us with understanding and belief, not fear. It asks us deep questions about who we trust, what we value, and how we pursue justice and love. I urge you to immerse, explore sacred texts, seek wisdom, and have heart-opening conversations. Even your own beliefs, love, can be challenged. Be challenged. Living with purpose, as one who sees deeper truths and understands eternity in daily life, is most important. Let us continue with open hearts and minds, ready for what's ahead.